So the title and the topic and the point of this video is that you can never cleanse enough. Now, why I say this is because very common I look around in our community and I see people who are talking about, or they're always jumping on this cleanse or that cleanse or doing this fast or that fast. They're talking about their detox and this cleanse. And I think ultimately what's underlying that behavior is a fundamental lack of, self-acceptance and self-esteem. So it's based on the assumption that I'm broken, or I'm unpure, or I'm toxic, or I'm unholy, or I'm a sinner, however you want to say it. But if I do this thing over here, then maybe it'll change that. But my question is, how can something that's broken fix itself? You know what I mean? If you think about that and really meditate on that, you can kind of see the door open and see how seemingly futile and self-defeating and almost like a vacuum that sucks you in and never lets you out. That's kind of how this behavior, how this line of thinking ends up being, where you see people that 10, 20, 30 years down the road and they're still on the same program. They're still on this purity / toxic duality mentality. Just sounded kind of funny, I know, but ultimately it's self-defeating, because if you're always thinking that you're broken and you just need this one little thing to fix you, you're never going to arrive. You're never going to fix yourself. So that's why I say you can never cleanse enough. There's no real mountain that you're going to reach to where you're going to be at the top of it and look down and say I'm glad I did all of that and now I've arrived and I'm done. Life isn't really like that. Life is a constant change. It's a constant balancing act. And with that being said, I'm not saying there's not a time and a place for cleansing and fasting and detoxification and all of that, but we have to realize that these are short-term solutions. These are chronic, acute fixes. They're not, sustainable, long-term, tonic, superior health, radiant health strategies. And to cleanse all the time, our body is constantly cleansing. Every time you breathe, you're cleansing and detoxifying. 80% or so of our toxins are expelled through our lungs. So if you really want to cleanse, you really want to detox, just do some deep breathing. Just, do some breathing exercises, some pranayama, some yoga or something, and really detox like that. And then, to a lowering percentage, we actually detox through our feces and our urine. Most of it comes out through our breathing and through our skin. So it's just something that I see a lot, and I wanted to bring out and I wanted to point it out and throw this little gem of insight, in that if your fundamental belief is that you're broken and you just need to do this one thing to fix you, you're never going to arrive. You're never going to be fixed. You're never going to be cleansed enough. And you really need to sit down and stop and reflect and stop all of the borderline neurotic kind of behavior of this week doing this week doing that cleanse, this fast, this product, this gimmick, this tool, this thing, and it's all over the place. And my question is, where's the centeredness? Where's the balance? Where's the calmness? Where are the true virtues and the real value in all of it? If you don't have those things, my ultimate question is, what's the point? If you're constantly stressed, constantly going from to and fro, constantly feeling inadequate and in transition and in flux, what's the point? It's kind of like, what does suffering have to do with health? They seem to be polar opposites. So if you're going through suffering, trying to get through to health, how does that really work? But at the same time, I have different virtues. I have different things that I value, which happen to be, peace and calm and happiness and balance and these kinds of things. Whereas some people, they don't really care too much about that, and it's more about, I have to do this so I can be better than this person, or I have to do that so I can be better than that person, or this is my religion, or this is my dietary dogma and I'm going to worship it and it's part of who I am. Which, that's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that we need to ask ourselves these questions and see what our fundamental beliefs are. If we fundamentally believe that we're broken, No, nothing we can do can fix us other than just a change in our thought to say that, you know what, I'm okay. I could be healthier, of course. I could exercise more, for sure. I could eat better, of course. I could be nicer. Who can't? Everyone can. No matter where someone's at in their journey, there's always the next level. So we just need to ask ourselves that, and ultimately just accept ourselves where we are and appreciate where we are, and allow those doors to open and then walk through them and step into an entirely new, more positive, more self-esteem supporting, more conducive to health paradigm. Now it's kind of long-winded, kind of wordy, whatever. So something I want to throw out there. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll talk to you soon.